So, the Toronto Maple Leafs have made their first pick in the draft. Brian Burke has obviously tried to put a stamp on the team, and I must say he's done an interesting job selecting Nazem Kadri. Now, obviously, this wasn't the player I thought he was going to take. I thought they were going to go with Magnus Paajarvi Svensson. But, hey. My top 10 wasn't exactly as predicted, but hey, whatever. I've got to give Burke a lot of credit for this because he targeted a specific type of player and he went and got him. And even though everybody knows Brian Burke likes tough players, he likes skill players as well. So, picking up Kadri, of course, we've got a new center. So, that's good. Obviously. Because we do need a new center. I guess that means Mikhail Grabovski is probably not going to be around much longer. Or if he is, he's going to have a reduced role in the team. But, so what does this mean for the Leafs going forward? Of course, we have the Thomas Kaberle trade that almost happened, but the Bruins thought they were getting more than just Thomas Kaberle in return for Phil Kessel. I think what this really means is that Burke is going to be hitting the phones pretty hard when July 1st starts, because now, with Pronger moved, with Bouwmeester's situation still uncertain, he can move Thomas Kaberle or Pavel Kabina in the upcoming free agency. Pardon me if I keep looking over my shoulder. The draft is still going on with the... I think we got a trade going on here. Hang on a second. Yeah, Minnesota's on the phone right now. Okay. Well, I'll get back to that. The volume up here. Okay. Well, Minnesota's working the phone, so we're going to see what's going on there. Obviously, I think Burke is going to look to move Thomas Kaberle. With 2 years left and a little over $8 million in his contract, it's very, very reasonable. Kaberle does put up very good numbers. So I think that Burke is going to be working the phones hard to make some kind of deal happen. He has $15 million at minimum right now in cap space. He will probably have more if he makes a couple of deals and doesn't have to take salary back on or minimal salaries back on. That's good. Of course, the big rumor is going around that he might be looking for Jay Bouwmeester's negotiation rights. Who knows? We'll have to see about that. So, if I had to make a prediction, I would say that Burke is going to be trading Thomas Kaberle. He has played his last game as a Leaf, and he is going to try and acquire some kind of young player, probably a player who's likely not under contract. Now, the Islanders have made a trade with Minnesota. Yeah, it looks like the Islanders are moving up from 16 to 11 here. Deal is just going down right now. Well, I don't know. Look, McGuire is predicting that the Wild are trading down because they couldn't get Ryan Ellis, who went to Nashville. I don't know why Nashville took him. I gotta tell you that. I know, good young defenseman, but Nashville has a lot of good young defensemen. They don't have a lot of young forwards, so boy, we'll see about that. Well, we'll see if this works out, but I gotta tell you something. The Islanders are trading away a heck of a lot of draft picks here, and that's very odd because they stockpiled a lot going into this draft, and now all of a sudden they are trading them away. Now, trading them away to trade up is good, but man, that's a lot of draft picks to give up here. They'd better be pulling a rabbit out of their hat with this one, and they better have some kind of plan, because I don't know if trading away all those extra draft picks is a good thing. Well, anyways, so we'll see now. Well, anyways, I'll give them some credit for at least being aggressive on the draft floor. Okay, here comes the announcement. Okay, Minnesota's trade number 12. Yes, to the Islanders. Pick 16, 77. and 182. Interesting. And now the Islanders are going to go make a pick, so I guess I might as well keep an eye on this and see what's going to happen here. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, and what else? Oh, yeah. I love the exchange between Brian Burke and Brian Murray, especially look on Brian Murray's face when Burke told him, "Yeah, we're taking Kadri." You know, you could tell he was ticked about that. But well, I'm sorry, Murray, but sometimes things just don't work out the way you want. Besides, you got Jared Cohen. I mean, he slid right into your lap there, and he's gonna be a heck of a defenseman. So there's a lot of actually stories that Ottawa might take Ryan Ellis. I didn't like that selection because man, I think he's too small, and Ottawa's defense is small enough. So here we go. Well, they just took Calvin DeHaan. Wow. Hang on a second. Calvin DeHaan is ranked high as 22 and as low as 25th to 26th. Okay. Well, we'll see. Anyways, my thoughts on the draft. Good on them for taking Nazem Kadri. It's obviously it's a different pick. He went a lot higher than predicted, but we got an offensive center. We've needed that. Obviously, some people say, well, he needs a little more dedication. If anybody's going to bring out dedication in a player, it is Ron Wilson. So good on him. Probably not going to see him in the NHL for another year or two, but hey, it's a rebuild, so you got to be patient on these things. And we shall see what they do tomorrow in picks rounds 2 to 7. See how that goes. Anyways, those are my thoughts on picking up Nazem Kadri and on the the trade that just happened right there in the draft in front of me. And of course, if something else happens, I might just jump on again. What the heck? We'll see you tomorrow.